Hey y'all, gravity, any day above ground, live it. Hope everyone's doing well out here. Yes, it is a beautiful day because we're above ground. And it's a beautiful day to learn something. Hey, let me know what y'all think of the intro for this new series, The International Idiot Influencer. Oh, yeah. We're going to have fun with this one, family. It's going to be a mini series. It's going to be a mini series. But I need to highlight about 4 sectors that decide that they want to talk about Black people, but for all intents and purposes, they really don't know the Black experience. They're just going off what they see on social media and pseudo lies and half truths. And we're going to be, during this series, debunking all that and going down those rabbit holes. And hopefully you'll be smarter for it. Now, before we start with old Lorna Chin, because I swore to God I was not going to talk about her anymore, but she did another Instagram video and basically lied on the Jamaican language. And of course, once again, people corrected her and she decided to go talk nasty to him and had people in the comment thread just because she's a Chinese talk crap. All right, we not about this. All right, because you could pull that with everybody else. You ain't finna pull it with me.
I'm no punk bitch.
I ain't no punk bitch neither.
I'm no punk.
So for this series, we've picked 4 sectors. Oh yes, 2 white, 2 Asian, because they're adjacent to each other and they want to talk the most crap. So okay, as we said, today we're going to talk about Lorna Chin. She's at the bottom left. Pretty soon we will be doing another deep dive on Ian Miles Chiang, Mr. Malaysia himself. This white man right here who tries to look like Jesus, but he's failing. We'll just call him Meth. We'll just call him Methus. We'll just call him Methus. That is called Captain North Star, and he said many a thing about Black people, and he don't even live here. And last but not least, to end off the series, we're going to do another deep dive on Britain, because Britain continues to keep talking about Black folks over here, even though they got situations over there. But again, today is about Lorna Chin Chin. Hello, Lorna Chin Chin, because she got a chinny chin chin on that chin, boy. Yes, that's her last name, and we're not making fun of her. That chin is just very pronounced. But before we begin, family, let's see who's in the building. Jerry Bedford, hello. Wallow J, hello. So are you Realty, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. Antithesis, hello. Yes. Captain North Star, yes, he's over there on TikTok. And he's been talking a lot of crap about Black people. So that'll probably be in the next week or 2. We'll talk about him. And Don P, hello. All right. Yes. And you notice this is not the usual green. This is what we're going to use, blue. Because they keep talking to their blue in the face and they sound dumb. But let's begin, family, because y'all are going to like this show. Let us begin. Oh, Lorna Chin. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'll never understand this. And considering this is a series premiere, I don't have all the videos in there yet. But we're going to use this for the transition.
You big dummy. You're not even a cool dummy.
Yes, Lorna Chin. She's back doing her anti-Jamaican, Black Jamaican videos. But you have to see this video. This video was yeah. Now, she figured she's going to do this correctly and she was going to get praise for it because she did it with a Afro-Jamaican in Miami. Just so those who haven't seen my previous videos about her, she doesn't even live in Jamaica anymore. She lives in Miami. Her business, which is a photography and videography studio, is in Miami. Interesting. Let's begin.
Blood clots, bomber clots, Ross clot. Lady, not tell me about it, come and never tell her none.
It no mean nothing. Back in the day during slavery, women used to wear padded drawers when she has her period.
This piece of cloth was known as the blood cloth.
Then say, go put on your drawers.
But when the ladies would wash and hang them to dry, the plantation owner would get upset and yell,
"Move your blood clot."
And from this, these words became associated with cursing.
So if you never know,
now you know.
Hmm.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the?
Okay. So once again, she's not going to give the African descendants. She's not even going to give them credit. She said this came from the white man. Just like she said the patois cadence came from the Irish, even though we have seen Meet Joe Black and not near majority of Jamaicans sound like how Brad Pitt was trying to sound in that movie. All right. Since we're going to lie to everybody because it's perfectly nice to lie to people. Okay. Y'all know me. I had to go do research. I said, maybe she's right. Maybe. And then I start to go down the research. I started really thinking to myself. And then I realized she's just a flaming liar. I don't understand. And y'all are cool with this. Why are y'all cool with this? Jamaica, how many times have I told y'all? Stop tolerating disrespect. How many times? But just because she Chinese, you said, okay, she must be right. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Now, just to remind you, she has admitted that she's a troll. She has admitted Facebook has paid her. But okay. So this man came in and said, oh, okay, so these days Chinese try to look cool by adopting Jamaican identity and talking patois instead of Mandarin. Curious. Let's see what they said. Since 1854, for your information. This is what she said to him. 1854. So we're going to bypass the fact that Jamaicans have been there. Well, Africans have been there since the 1500s. But she thinks because they've been down there for about 170 years almost, that she's allowed to talk shit. Must be nice. She is Jamaican by birth, out of many one people, our motto. Huh? Interesting. She's a nationality by birth. Okay. We'll play with that. Now they all went for him. I told Jamaica, stop using this phrase because this phrase gives people clear instructions to denigrate your culture. But you can't listen to the Yankee. Now again, this woman is a second generation immigrant, which means her grandmother went down there. I just want y'all to understand that. Her grandmother emigrated down there, right? Yeah. Second or third generation. So either her grandmother or great granny went down there. She's not even indigenous there, but she's gonna lie to you later and say that she has Taino in her family. She's gonna lie. I'm gonna see if I can find that comment. She actually sat up there and said that she had Taino in her family. I'm gonna hide this. Here's another one. Now, somebody said this woman, well, it meant to say has destroyed Jamaican culture with lies of slavery and denigrating black Jamaicans. She is not Jamaican. She's a second generation immigrant. I have Taino roots. Taino roots. How the fuck? Okay. Again, this woman has told you she is a character. Y'all keep falling for this. I don't understand it. But again, when the Yankee tells you, you tell me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about because I've never lived on the island. All right, cool. Again, this woman has told you she's a character. She has been paid by Zuckerberg and them to fuck with you. But y'all don't want to hear that because she is not what you know is indigenous to the fucking island. This broad just told you she has Taino roots. How in the fuck do you have Taino roots if you have admitted that the Chinese did not get there to the 1800s? Most of the Tainos had been bred out by that time. What the fuck are you talking about? She can't be serious right now. Whew. They don't even bring up Taino like that anymore. So according to her, she was around when her people were around when Columbus was sailing in the Caribbean, when he was trying to go to India, allegedly. How is that possible? Wallow J asked, did the Chinese buy up most of the beaches? Something like that. Something like that. Well, a lot of corporations, yes, they bought up the private beach areas. Yes, they did. But notice she never talked about that. She never talked about that. Never. Don P said where she's growing them. I don't fucking know. And I was trying not to curse on this stream, but she just irritates me. Because y'all are sitting there letting her do this. Native Indians, allegedly, in Jamaica. Somehow she has roots. Yet she has admitted, again, in other videos, they haven't been there since the 1850s. Okay. Okay. So she says, so basically you're saying white people invented these Jamaican bad words. Laugh out loud. You can't give black Jamaican people credit for nothing in the Jamaican culture. Fair point. Then she said, no, I never said that. You simply have a negative mindset and comprehension issues. Also, keep thinking you'll catch up. How do you talk to this man like that? How do you talk to this man like that? You literally said it in the video, but I know what it is, family. They think people are stupid. She's figured it out. People are stupid. Like, we don't hear what she said. You literally said that the slave master said, move your bumper clot. You tried to attribute that to white people. Okay, fine. We'll play your game. Then he said, you didn't have to say it because the only thing negative is the connotation of your videos against Jamaicans of African descent. Here we go. Why you guys always have to see race in everything? You oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Why do we have to see race in everything? Who created the racial components of this world? Sir, Gary, who created it? All right. So then they said, wasn't going to say anything, but I see a trend with her videos, and this one takes the cake, pure disinformation. Then she said, the reason you perceive it this way is because you're a negative thinker. Change your mindset and that will change. Learning to accept reality, human nature, and the laws of physics and history, and move forward with positive vibes. Stop thinking so negatively about yourself. Laws of physics, human nature. The same human nature you just told people that you had Taino roots. How the hell is that possible? How? And again, y'all are not, they're not catching this. They're not catching this. She's literally lying to your face and y'all are not catching it. Okay, fine. You want to play? Let's play. Lorna, come here. Let me, since you say that you are, you do this research for these short form videos and you can't put too much in a 1 minute video. Okay. Yeah.
You big dummy. You're not even a cool dummy.
It's interesting that you say you do these short form videos and you can't compile information. I would love to know where you're researching this stuff from. For me personally, I just want to see where you're researching this from, because I just did a cursory, search and look what I found. The linguistics of Jamaican swearing, foreign backgrounds and adaptations. It's funny. Look, I've got 2 black men and possibly a black woman. Look at this. They actually went down that rabbit hole. Ain't that something? You could have easily called them up. They did this back in 2020. In the midst of the scandemic, they had enough time to say, let's look up the history of Jamaican swear words. Okay. Let's go. We're going to have fun. We're not going to read all this because it's hell of a lot. Okay. I guess we'll start here. Well, maybe not there. Here we go. Is it the law? Wait, here. Let me see. Okay. Some notes on the historical and etymological background of Jamaican swear words. The popular perception in Jamaica is that swear words are mainly, if not only, associated with the Africa-derived elements of Jamaican heritage and were created by enslaved Africans and their descendants during slavery as a linguistic means of rebellion against their colonial masters. This much is explicit in the editorial question inserted by journalist Carl Walker in 2012 into her reporting of a news story about a pregnant woman who was fatally shot by a policeman for using indecent language. And you have a site, but okay, you say you do this research. Okay. Is it that the law was implemented to curtail the use of certain slang words used by people of African descent, which were not fully understood by the former slave owners? Walker 2012, our emphasis. The perception of an African origin for Jamaican swear words has been echoed by academic and public intellectual Carolyn Cooper in 2013, who states, quote, Jamaican bad words have a quite respectable pedigree. They usually refer to perfectly good female body parts and functions, but the language of these bad words is often of African origin, our emphasis. However, a closer look at the lexicon of Jamaican swearing reveals that while the most popular swear word, bumbleclot, contains an African component, the majority of the others appear to have English provenance. Moreover, not all expressions that are classified as example, one word, that are classified as indecent language, i.e., taboo, are swear words in a technical sense. For example, one word for the female genitalia, puni, can be used in the expression me puni, literally my, you know that word, to express excitement and surprise. Like most terms for the female genitalia, the P word is taboo, but as far as we're aware, is not used as a swear word. Now, nobody's saying that it didn't come from, a lot of the words didn't come from the English language, but to act like we just got most of our language from the white man is hilarious. But, let them tell it. Let them tell it. We're going to move down. Let them tell it. Together, these expressions form a small class of swear words made up of body part compounds. We have no reason to believe that the pattern of concatenating a body part or bodily fluid term with the word clot is not an innovation local to Jamaica. In addition, only one out of the 4 compound swear words contain a word that is of African origin. These conclusions run counter to popular scholarly perceptions that the language of these bad words is often of African origin. If Africa-derived lexical items are so poorly represented as swearing registers of Jamaican Creole, why are swear words thought to be of African in origin? But again, she want to tell you that it came from the white man. That's what she wants to tell us. And we're dumb. We don't understand this stuff. We don't understand this stuff. Okay. There was something else I wanted to show you. Yeah, I think it was this. Our second 18th century example, Bust My Rasa or Kiss My Arse, comes from the same decade in which To Hell was first attested. It was recorded in a song whose protagonist is a young African descended enslaved woman who was talking about the love affair between her and her married master and the consequences. When the enslaved woman gives birth to a light-skinned mixed race child, she is confronted and beaten by her master's wife, who claims that the child is her husband's. The husband calls his wife a lying bee and tells her to kiss his arse. My master curse her, lying bee, and tell her bust my rasa. This provides evidence not only for the vintage of the swear word bust my rasa, but also for its social use. On the evidence provided by the song, we can extrapolate that the expression was used among whites, master of a plantation to his wife, and that could be embedded in a song, a text intended for public performance. The brief historical overview above has revealed 2 interesting findings. The first is that despite common perceptions in modern Jamaican society that Jamaican swear words are chiefly of African prominence, the overwhelming majority neither has an African etymology nor requires an explanation involving Africa, which is a lie. But, let them tell it. The second finding is that in earlier colonial Jamaica, swear words appear to have been common among whites, including children. There's an absence of direct evidence actually quoted usage for swear words used among people of African descent. Therefore, the current state of affairs where bad words are believed to be mostly African in origin, they're used more typical of people of African descent begs for an explanation. Now, they're trying here in this paper. They're telling you that where it comes from, but then they're saying, it's mostly white people. But again, we have to ask the question. How would you get to that point without African people? And how did the language of said people get all the way down to now in 2024 and it's evolved? How did it get there? Who was the main influencer for that? I know listening to this article and me reading this, she might have been right, but she's actually wrong. Because again, this was the same woman who said that Jamaica is not an African country. Yet 90% of the people there are descended from Africa. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I do. So we go back to this. Another person said this lady is basically saying Jamaicans isn't responsible for anything in the culture. And she said, "Hello, you're a negative Nancy. Please try a positive perspective." Her explaining the etymology of a common term is somehow downcast the achievements of Jamaicans make it make sense. These people really aren't listening. Look, somebody say you're not even Jamaican. Oh, wow. Okay. So just because they're not Jamaican, hang on. I want y'all to catch this. So just because this person isn't Jamaican, they're not allowed to say something. But Jamaicans love to jump in other people's conversations and try to tell them how wrong they are. You see how this works? Okay. But I want y'all to see how they're defending this woman against a black person. Mm. Ma'am, when people try to tell y'all about y'all post-colonial histories and the colonial history, y'all act like y'all don't want to talk about it unless you were revering the white man. Knock it off. No, here come the white girl. Here come white people. Humans who never traveled abroad or explored other countries always have the most negative things to say about others. No lie, slave owners came up with some of the best sayings. And here come the coons. Ugh. It sickens me that I'm watching people defend this woman, and this woman is blatantly lying multiple times. So the whole patois language came from the white man. Even though last time I talked about her, we showed where it came from. It's mostly African. But again, she's the international idiot influencer. She's the one that wants to tell everybody that she's so much smarter than all of us, and y'all listen to her. So now I look at these threads and y'all are telling me that you're so happy now you can run around yelling period panties. This is what y'all are looking for in life. You're looking for a Chinese Jamaican woman living in Miami to give you permission to say a word that means dirty period draws. You might as well let society crumble at this point. Me personally, I rather just social media just break for like 30 days and it comes back better because it's really making people way more stupid than they really were. So Jamaica, now your words are going to go mainstream and be bastardized. And then probably within 5 years, they're going to claim that they created it. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. I don't understand this. Hmm. Oh, oh, more people walked in. Affectionate Earth, hello. You seem new, but B1 to you. DSB, hello. Torian, hello. Soul Vanguard, hello. Black Spider, hello. Well, they said Google's a hell of a tool to use. Well, they're scared. It's like the white conservatives. They're scared to go down them rabbit holes because they're gonna find out they're wrong. But y'all got it.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. The whole island's full of losers, and I hate saying that. How do you sit up here and you watch a government fail you? You have international idiot influencers like her tell lies on your history. You got people that have run down shack Airbnbs down there talking shit about somebody else in another country, and y'all are cool with this. You got your youth outside that should be learning STEM and business and making something of that island, giving them motivation. They outside dancing for donuts. Y'all are more concerned when KFC drops a new sandwich at the restaurant than trying to employ your government to get more infrastructure in there so you can get investment so the youth don't have to leave the island to go make a life abroad. And again, this woman lives in Miami saying this. And y'all are cool with this. Now she thinks she gets a pass because now she's doing videos with black people. It's kind of like what the cousins always tell you. You let a few non-black people in there, they take over the culture, and then they become the authority. But okay. This was this was the same woman who had a minister of education correct her, and she called her an idiot. All right, that's cool. Wallow J, you asked. Sorry, my mouse is fucking up. You said most Chinese people that claim to be Jamaican are Hakka, correct? Yes. Whew. They weren't even slaves. They ran down there for work. But again, this woman told you she had Taino roots. How is that possible? I would love for her to explain how her people found the one Taino to make a baby with so you could claim you have Taino blood. I would love for her to answer this. Because I seen both of her parents and they're both Chinese. So how is that possible? Not near one of them are dark anywhere. Lying motherfucker. But y'all cool with that. But y'all keep telling me that she ain't disrespecting black Jamaicans, right? couldn't be bothered to put up about Danielle Rowe, but she made sure to put up some singer or some bad mind man. She made sure to put that up. What is this?
They are building infrastructure in Jamaica that Britain chose not to build in 300 years. This is just a simple fact of it. They've just cut the travel time to Montego Bay in half, which obviously what that does for the Jamaican economy and Jamaican business. Is there a worry? Should there be suspicion? Yes, of course. It's a major international power. Jamaica's a small island. However, what was interesting talking to most of the Jamaicans I spoke to, in fact, all of them, even the ones that had a problem with the Chinese relationship there, when I said, what is it the Chinese are doing that American capital or British capital or French capital is not doing? What are the specific negative things that the Chinese are doing? And no one could name anything. So their gripes with the Chinese were gripes with capitalism.
Okay. I have a strange feeling you probably asked the worst people ever. Okay, we're gonna add. I know it's 6 years later. We're gonna answer your question for you. You know what they do? They go in there and strip mine everything. That's what the Chinese do. They'll take your ports, they'll take your mining companies, they'll take everything out and leave you with nothing. But they've already set up infrastructure in other places that you didn't even know, and now they control your whole island. They control your whole nation. Then they let their people move amongst you and take over the culture. Then she comes up and talks about we're repeating US colonial propaganda. Yeah, because we don't have access to international newspapers, right? The CIA will invade your country for nationalizing your own agriculture. Uh-huh. Please come over here so I can educate you. Please. She put this out.
Sorry, have you guys ever been to Paris? It's a random question, but it's not a random. It's a random question.
I know why. There's a song that says in Paris.
I know the song. I'm just asking him the question. I can't feed him the answer.
We've never been to Paris.
Plug.
How do you pronunciate the last name?
Oh, so this is how you pronunciate it. It's Noah Kanega. You say
Why is he eating chicken while he's doing an interview? Why are they so unprofessional?
Kanega. Like that.
What do you mean by that?
See, that's the key. It's Kanega.
There you go.
There you go. Now we're vibing. Now we're vibing a little.
No, we're not vibing, sir. But all right. I wonder what this is.
Party people. Well, you don't know it name.
Oh wait, no. Never mind. They got music. What? She said, have mercy, people. Humans did not create electricity. Okay. We could go through her whole thing again. I really don't want to. My head is killing me right now. So what I'm going to do is for those that don't believe me, I'm going to put in a live stream where we talked about her and I showed again how she was a troll. And I'm also going to put in shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, fuck it. No, that's not it. I can't do that. Hold on. I'm going to put in I'm going to put in a link where I showed she was a troll and where I showed that what she tries to foist off as information is actually lies and half truths. But again, I'm a Yankee, so I'm not supposed to do that. I know this is a Jamaica problem, but maybe somebody got something to say. Maybe they don't. I'll let y'all laugh. It's fine. So I put the link in the chat. If not, I'm gonna get out of here because I can't look at this woman's face anymore. She's a excuse me. Anytime it comes to black folks, she got something to say. But she ain't gonna talk about them never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're not even gonna talk about how the Chinese were bulldozing over Jamaicans down there. I'm not even gonna go there. Piss me off. Anyway, how y'all doing? Let me know how y'all doing. Motherfuckers sitting up here lying on people. How you lie on a whole country like that? Now I see what y'all be going through. I ain't gonna hold you. You think I could go and lie on China? I'm telling you, y'all let that keep going on. They're gonna be the dominant voice down there. I'm surprised she didn't talk about the 3 Chinese anti-Chinese riots that were down there. I'm surprised she didn't talk about that yet. Hey. Hey, Lorna. How come you never said anything about Joyce Copeland? In the midst of the American Civil Rights Movement. Yeah, how come y'all didn't say nothing? I'm just asking. That's major Jamaican history. Would be nice. I'm sure they would love your perspective on that. I'm sure those three Chinese that killed that woman I'm sure they were bad mind, right? No, you're probably going to tell me that they were right, right?
I know about 30 Shut your face right now.
All right, since you won't tell them, I'll tell them. Here you are, Tabernacle. The 1965 riots. Oh, yes. Continuing into, where is it, this one? Yes. Here we go. Despite the letter, however, throughout the 1960s, the animosity towards Chinese business owners still persisted. Then came 1965. The country was already experiencing high underemployment and unemployment among the general population. But then in August of that year, England put restriction on immigrants coming from the Commonwealth. This means that previously Jamaicans could be among the many 28,000 persons who could migrate to England for work. However, as of August 1965, the quota dropped to 8,500 persons who could enter England. Frustrated among the disenfranchised population rang high, and it would let loose a few days after England's new immigration policy was announced. Surprised you didn't talk about this, but you're a curator of Jamaican history. You dare say nothing negative about that white man, right? Okay. On August 28, 1965, a black sales clerk named Joyce Copeland made a police report that she had a dispute with her Chinese boss over a non-payment regarding the radio. According to Copeland, she was then beaten by her Chinese employer Lou and his two brothers. However, according to Dr. Victor Chang in his November 17th speech at the Chinese Benevolent Association, there's another version of the story. I would love to hear this version. According to Dr. Chang, Joyce Copeland was in a relationship with her employer, and when his Chinese wife returned from China to live with him, he asked her to leave their house in Vineyard Town. Apparently, Copeland refused to leave, and Lou physically attacked her and kicked her multiple times. Okay, see? Oh, so we have, so the first version is she didn't pay for a radio, they beat her. He goes in front of whole bunch of Chinese and say, "Oh, well, he and her had a relationship. She wouldn't leave, so he decided to beat the fuck out of her." That makes it better. Whatever the correct story was, the ending was that Joyce Copeland was physically harmed by Lou, and when the news reached a wider population, the third anti-Chinese riot in Jamaica's history took place. In parts of Kingston, a reported crowd of around 300 persons descended upon Chinese-owned businesses. Within a week, many shops were looted, stoned, and some set ablaze. In response, many Chinese Jamaicans immigrated to the U.S., England, and Canada. All right, I guess y'all gonna yell at us. That's okay. A decade later, when political violence began to plague the island, Prime Minister Michael Manley's embracing of leftist politics and his optics of support of Black consciousness, many middle upper class Jamaicans would leave the island. It's amazing what you learn in history. The Chinese, where the majority of this population was in the middle upper class, followed suit. Data shows that in 1970, there were 11,710 Chinese living in the country. By 1982, that figure fell to 5,320. All right, y'all can come up and yell at me and my people for doing this. It's okay. I'll take it. But yeah. Lorna, why didn't you talk about this? This is part of your history, right? Since you say that you had Taino, so you've been down there since the 1800s. You lying motherfucker, you. Please tell us. Show us your husband. Show me this Taino man, please. Where him there? How the hell have your people been there? Your people were there. You were the only Chinese family there from 1500s. Please tell us. But there you go. They love to lie.
Where's your family from?
Her family is probably from Southeast Asia. Oh boy. Never again, family. Never again. I understand now. I understand. I will never doubt y'all ever again in life. But y'all talk about y'all gotta stop letting people tell your history. I need Jamaica now. Once microphone check drops, I need Jamaica to get together and start making their own documentary of their own history. You can include the Chinese if you want, but y'all better tell the full truth. Because now they're even saying that without the Chinese down there, Jamaica ain't Jamaica. I don't know where the hell y'all got that from, but okay. But anyway, y'all, since nobody's gonna come up, I'm going to get up out of here. This was fun. I know this isn't exactly what you expected, but you know, it's the first show. I didn't work out any kinks. It will be better next time. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I will try to be better next time. So just wait for the next one that comes up. We will be talking about Ian Miles Cheong, Mr. Malaysia himself. So y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.